And it's pretty clear why they have selected to bat first. This is pretty dry pitch. The outfield is lightning quick. Oh, that's well played. That's in the gap. 4 runs. First boundary of the day. First boundary of the match from the bat of Mia Sohail. That's very well played. Yes, this is the game of cricket. You cannot afford to make mistakes like that. So 5 more runs, penalty runs given. Oh, that's picked up in the gap. That's gonna be 4. It is a 4. Very well played. Not a very good delivery, to be very honest, given the fact that there is only 2 fielders on the leg side. Not too often we see penalty runs. Only a few times we have seen this on international cricket. This time seeing it on LMS. That's well played. That's gonna be 4. That's went like a bullet. Near Shahriar Fahim is MISTIMED OCCULT have been put to bowl first. They're having a very successful campaign so far. They have played 2 games in this season, and unfortunately for them, they've lost both of the games. That's a thick outside edge, and there's run away for 4. New bowler is Raju. He has got punished in the very first delivery. Nothing wrong with the delivery. A lovely sunny morning here in Mirpur. Again using his speed. This time he has got a great connection. What a sound of the bat. That has gone out of the park for a biggie. Bring a new ball.
After 5 overs, Dhaka Hawkers are 49 for no loss, and it's been a very good start by Dhaka Hawkers. They're going at almost 10 runs per over. Both the openers are going at a similar pace. One is 24 of 14, the other is 20 of 14 deliveries. And it's been tucked away on the leg side, very easily glanced away for an easy boundary by Fahim, who moves to 28. It was Oreen drifted down the leg side, and in the end it's the short long third man fielder who has to cover ground and strict the batsman to 1 run. Looks like everything is going in the way of Cricket Hawker. They're not really bothered about. And once again it's down the track and it's been sliced away on the offside for an easy boundary. Not where he attempted it. Maybe he was going more towards cover, but ended up slicing it towards the point region for a boundary, and that ends 60 for none of 6 overs. It's been hit down the ground towards long on, and the long on fielder is too wide. And that was straight enough to beat the long on fielder to his left. Another boundary to Shahriar Fahim, who's batting on 34 of 18 deliveries. Normally these are the phases where you can consider a bit boring compared to the death overs and the primary first few overs. Once again he goes straight down the ground. This is a good shot, and the batsman fielder overran it. And it's going to be signaled a boundary. He misjudged it, thought that the ball is coming to him, but he just overran it, and the ball went over the fielder and landed inside the boundary. And that ends over around to his left. It was another sliced shot. This time the ball dropped on him. The ball dropped on the air, and he had to attack the ball, the fielder, but couldn't cover ground or couldn't latch on. Slogged on the leg side. This is clean. This is over the boundary. This is 6 from the batter Fahim, who moves to 46 with that 6. This was a clean shot. Held his shape. Hardly any effort on that shot. Hardly any power. Shape so well. He got it out the middle of the bat. And score finally after a few overs. Cricket Hawker finally finds a boundary. Can they regain that momentum that they had built on? Once again, it's another slog shot. Straight down the ground. Hits the side screen on the bounce. Another boundary. And takes Fahim to 50. 50 of 25 deliveries at a strike rate of 200. Just the innings you want from opener to set. What a shot that is from Naimul Haq Parvez. Goes over extra cover, the region between extra cover and long off, for a classical looking shot. Finding the gap, the region between extra cover and long off, for a classical looking shot. Finding the gap through the offside, power, timing, it had it all. And he moves to 7 of just 2 deliveries. Another big shot. There's a chance for a catch, but it evades the fielder for another boundary. The fielder at long on was just a bit too square, and Parvez was well aware of that. Hence, he went straight. Knew that.
Edged, and that is raced away for 4. No chance for the keeper to stop. And that was actually very intentional from. Mia Sohail. He played that very well in the end. So 4 more runs. He moves on to 38. 34 of 25 deliveries is his score now. 100 up for Cricket Hawker. 103 for no loss. Pulled away, catches the call, and that is taken. What a sharp catch this is. How often do we see this type of catches? The batter Mia Sohail cannot believe it. He timed that one so well that the ball was traveling. Oh boy, what can you say about that shot? Naimul Haq Parvez, he is on a fire. That has disappeared. Just 2 deliveries. That slapped. And 4 more. 4 from the bat of Saiful Islam Shujon. Doesn't matter if you get a wicket or if a batter departs after scoring a 50. All the new batters that are arriving with real intentions of going after every single delivery. LastManStands is a different form of playing cricket. It started back in 2005 in England, which offers some exceptional cricketing rules that are both exciting and challenging. Oh, what a shot that is. Oh, almost hit that guy. But how often do we see this type of shot? He swivels around. Naimul Haq Parvez is playing a very promising knock. 36 of 13 deliveries. He goes big again, straight as an arrow. How far has that gone? over the side screen for a maximum. This is probably the biggest of the day so far. Faisal Mithun, after bowling a successful over in his previous over, he has been expensive. 2 sixes on the trot. Edge, that's gonna run away. Should be another boundary. It is another boundary. So nothing is going. Shuffles across once again. This time good delivery. That's good bowling. Bowling from stumps to stumps. That's the ideology of any spinner. Maintaining the stump corridor. Down the wicket, but misses that one completely. Another wicket falls. It's Habib Ahmed who departs.
They get any less than that, then they should be disappointed with themselves. And it's going to be a moral victory for Mr. Muckles. And as we say, that's been hit straight down the ground. Clears the side screen, not just the boundary, but the ground with ease. What a shot by Shujon, using the long handle to great effect, holding the bat really high on the handle because he wants to get maximum leverage under. Smart bowling. He saw the batsman coming, but once again, because the fielder had to cover ground, means that Shujon can come back for a second run. It's been edged away, running towards the third man fielder, and will be a boundary because the third man fielder is really wide. And when you're offering pace like Johnny is, all the batsman needs to do is get some bat on it, and that's length. Knows that Shujon is coming after him. Johnny is aware of that. He's playing with a very high backlift. It's Shujon. And it's been pulled away for a boundary by Zubair Parak this time. He moves to 10 of 7 deliveries. He gets on the act, and the score is 178. He will be targeting that mid-wicket long-on region. He's a left-hander, so it's a natural swing towards that region for him. And he goes through the offside, as I say it. Who says he only goes towards mid-wicket long-off? That's well over point, sliced over point. What wrists, what power from Shujon. Got wit, and he just opened the face, and so much power on his wrist to clear the offside boundary with ease. And he moves to 26 of just 30 for mistimed occult. Starts up with a wide short delivery, bowling it away from the batsman's reach. Shuffles across Parag and clears the mid-wicket boundary with ease. He's eyeing that cow corner region. That's why hence he shuffled across, and Oreen just bowled it in the slot. It was right in the slot for Parag to pick it up on the leg side, which he did with Shujon now on strike, batting on 28 of 16 deliveries, and goes down the ground, but cannot get any leverage under the ball, hence it goes along the ground for a single. I think Parag has made it clear that he's someone who likes targeting that cow corner region, so he's going to look to shuffle across. Will Oreen go wide? Yes, he does go wide. Hence, it's a mistime shot in the air, an opportunity for long on, who juggles but somehow manages to cling on in the end. It was an easy catch, but made look very difficult by the fielder at long on. But in the end, it's the wicket that counts. It's good pace by Rothon here. You don't see this kind of pace in Last man stands cricket. Bowling with some serious venom and fire is Roton. He's surprising the batsman with pace. So after a bouncer, will he go for the Yorker? Oh, another bouncer attempted. This time, Shujon was fully ready. And he knew that the bumper might be coming his way. And he was onto position very quickly to pick it up and 100. Cricket hawkers will be very, very happy with their efforts so far, because 200 over here is a daunting total. Now with 3 deliveries remaining, how far can Cricket hawker go? Oh, that's another big shot! And it clears the long off boundary by ease. The long off fielder stared at the ball for a moment, thought that he might have an opportunity, but realized that it was in vain because it cleared him. Thought that he might have an opportunity, but realized that it was in vain because it cleared him by some distance. And Shujon is the finisher that cricket hawkers wanted, and cricket hawker getting. Once again, sliced away to the offside, and he finds the gap between the long off fielder and the cover fielder. Flat batted through the offside by Shujon. Another powerful shot, certainly generating a lot of power, is the finisher that cricket hawkers wanted, and cricket hawker getting. Once again, sliced away to the offside, and he finds the gap between the long off fielder and the cover fielder. Flat batted through the offside by Shujon. Another powerful shot, certainly generating a lot of power at the back end of the innings. Just the type of power hitting you need in the dead overs, and Shujon is turning out to be the perfect finisher for cricket hawkers, and their score is already 210. Final ball of the innings, and looks to pull in the air, and it's an easy cotton ball by the bowler Roton. And there's also a double play done. 2 wickets lost in the final ball of the innings.
Second innings underway, and underway with a boundary. It's Mazaul Haq Orin. Little bit involved. Down the leg side, not a good delivery to start off. Zubair Parag, 4 from the first delivery. Going for it again, that's in the gap. A long chase, but the ball wins the race. 2 boundaries in a row for MISTIMED OCCULT. They're also putting up a show over here. Some contests going on. Batting scorecard, we can see that Niyaz Shahryar Fahim scored 50 of 25 deliveries at a strike rate of 200. And then Niamul Haq Parvez, what a colossal 53 of just 17 deliveries. How often do we see this type of innings? That's well played this time. That's going to race away for 4. Good shot from Orin. Just used the pace of the bowler. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just finding the gap with precision.
Looks like he's putting an effort to chase down this daunting total which has been set for MISTIMED OCCULT to chase by cricket hawker. 210 to be exact. Every batsman that cricket hawker, and as we say, that's been punched off the back foot by Faisal Mithun to get his proceedings going. And the target, as we know, is 211 of 20 overs, which looks like a mountain to climb for the moment for MISTIMED OCCULT. Cuts it away. Orin looking to find the gap, and he finds the gap with perfection. That's what MISTIMED OCCULT needs more frequently, because a run rate below 8 at the moment is As we see another short delivery. Orien goes for the big cut, but once again misses out. The strapping lad is Orien. Not very tall, but built very powerfully. And he goes down the ground. We're talking about how powerfully he's built. And that's a powerful shot from Orien down the ground, showcasing how strongly he can strike the ball. And that concludes straight to that fielder at mid-off. But a single after 3 deliveries, which is not enough for mistimed occult for the time being, because they're falling behind the required run rate. As we see, they require another 160 from just 67 deliveries. Another big shot, and Orien once again finds the gap this time. It wasn't timed to perfection. It was kind of mistimed, like the name of the team, but it had enough to find the gap. But a single after 3 deliveries, which is not enough for mistimed occult for the time being, because they're falling behind the required run rate. As we see, they require another 160 from just 67 deliveries. Another big shot, and Orien once again finds the gap this time. It wasn't timed to perfection. It was kind of mistimed, like the name of the team, but it had enough to find the gap. But to chase down this score, your players have to go at a strike rate of over 200, which is very, very daunting indeed. Pulled away, lack of bounce, but it goes through the legs of the batsman, and so does the keeper, and hence it goes down to the boundary. Much needed boundary for mistimed occult. Pitch is showing a bit of lack of bounce all of a sudden. Pitch is showing a bit of lack of bounce all of a sudden. It was a long hop, maybe bowled into the pitch, but didn't get up as high as Orien expected it to. But the end result is a boundary. Oh, that's been driven delightfully through the offside. Finds the gap through the cover region. What a classy looking shot that is. Absolute class. We're talking about that's been pulled away and handsomely over the mid-wicket fielder for a 6. Naimul Haq Parvez just been welcomed by Faisal Mithun by a 6. What a way to welcome the new bowler. Mithun finally finding his gears. Short and wide, misses out. He knows he missed out. Hence the disappointment. Naimul Haq Parvez was brilliant with the bat today. Goes down the ground and gets taken on long on, and there's an opportunity for a double play. And it seems like it is a double play at the moment. Over. 2 new batsmen at the crease. Naim Shadad and Rafael Mahabub. So that's going to be a wide. Slogged away on the leg side. Opportunity for a catch for the bowler, and what a grab that is. Easy catch taken by Habib Ahmed to get the 4th wicket. 3 wickets in the last 5 deliveries.
Parvez continues. Oh, full toss. The keeper misses that one. That's gonna be runs. 4 runs given. Maybe bat was involved. Much more relying on hand-eye coordinations. No real trigger movements. As you can see. Yeah, lower back lift. That's hit hard and in the gap for 4. Four more runs. Out. That's stumped. Naim Sadat is relying on using his feet way too much. And on this occasion, he missed the ball completely and the keeper does the rest. So after a short cameo of 15, he has to depart as well. The second game against Renegade Riders. Down the pitch should just be a single. In the second game against Renegade Riders, it was also another low-scoring thriller. When Cricket Hawker. Oh, that's taken. Good catch. So another one bites the dust for MISTIMED OCCULT. They're 6 down now. So despite not having a very successful campaign so far, I think the management, the captain and the team members should have deep discussions together about the game plans, particularly about the bowling. Their bowling wasn't up to the mark. Now that's a good shot from Orin. Poor delivery from Habib Ahmed. He was almost about to finish his spell.
It has been quite a one-sided affair so far. The first game of the day, we saw an absolute nail-biter. We had the game going down to the last ball. But on this occasion, the game has been meandering along. And that's going to be a boundary. Finally, against the run of play, against the tide, MISTIMED OCCULT, Saiful Johnny gets a boundary. Something that we haven't seen in the last few overs. We have seen a lot of wickets tumbling, but hardly any boundaries coming by. I have to go down swing MISTIMED OCCULT because there's no point in playing. And that's another boundary. It's gonna be nicked away, looking to cut, got the top half of the bat, the outside half of the bat, hence beat the keeper. And because the third man fielder was so wide, the keeper was well aware and hence stopped it. Good reflexes from the keeper. Oh, bouncer attempted. I think that came off the helmet. The batsman went for a pull, but it was just too quick for him to react. But it ricochets off the helmet, beats the keeper, and ends the 7. Sujon starts the 18th over and starts up with a very loopy slower ball. And I think that's a run out. Wow. Orin hit that straight back to the bowler. He got a hand to it. And because the non-striker was backing up, hence it ricocheted to the stumps of and doesn't even bother to look for any runs. Game is just meandering along. It's pulled away on the leg side, and that's gone for 6. Finally, Oreen gets one over the field, over the boundary on the leg side. It was short. It was a long hop by the bowler, and Oreen on the leg side. It was short. It was a long hop by the bowler, and Oreen was quick to pick up the length and smash it over the boundary for a 6. It seems it's just a formality that the game will end in Cricket Hawker's favor. And that's another boundary, as I say. Oreen finds the gap again, once again hit to that same fielder, Parvez, fielding down there. It was one bounce to his left, to his right, but he couldn't